Brooks, number 2.
Broncos foul called on number 34, Priscilla Brooks. Her first personal, first team foul of the quarter.
Only the first personal for Priscilla. .23 on the shot clock. Via Ruel. To her right, off to Smith. Smith looking for a screen from Watterson. Can't get it inside to Mogul. DeDault with it, 5 on the shot clock. She's going to have to go to work off the left foot. That's a tough shot. Can't get it to go. It's tapped around. McWilliam finally comes away with it. Off to Shane. Shane back the other way. No look over to McWilliam. McWilliam had some room at the elbow. Inside. Waddy blow, and it goes off of her foot out of bounds. Good hands inside by Imani Smith. Vera Ruel is going to fire from deep. She hit one earlier. Can't get it to go. It's a long rebound. Tapped around. Won by Watterson. DeDault thought about it momentarily. Drives the lane. Oh, that's a nice move inside. And she gets it to go. So Caitlin DeDault gets on the board. 16-8. And those are the first 2 points since the opening 2 possessions for the Gators. 8:06 remaining here in quarter number 2. It's 16-8. It's a steal for Vera Ruel. Ruel from 3. No good. It's an air ball. It'll go out of bounds.
Returning to the game for Cal Poly, number 13, Jackie Ricketson.
Jackie Ricketson back into the ball game. She'll come on for Dotson. 7:56 to go here in the second quarter. Ricketson setting up a play. She's going to get a screen here from Brooks at the elbow. Had a little bit of room. This is going to be an offensive foul going the other way. It's probably going to be on Waddy Blow, I would say. Waddy Blow trying to duck in. She was called for the personal. First on Chelsea. Jordan Shane will come off. She'll be replaced by Aaron Hagan. Hagan, Ricketson, McWilliam, Waddy Blow, and Priscilla Brooks on the floor right now for the Broncos. 16-8. They have lapped the Gators here. It's a 16-2 run since the opening couple minutes of the ball game. It's a nice feed inside. Mogul gets it to go off the back iron. So Donna Mogul gets the Gators into double digits, 16-10. Hagan brings it up off to Brooks, trailing the play, back to Hagan. 7:13 remaining. Hagan off to McWilliam. McWilliam with a little room, off to Ricketson. Ricketson fakes left, goes right, into the lane. A lot of contact, no call. Rebounded by Mogul. Will back the other way for the Gators. Here's Imani Smith. Smith, 4-on-1. Gets it back, and that's a steal from McWilliam. Terrific transition defense for the Broncos. Back the other way we go. Hagan in transition now. Hagan off to Ricketson. Ricketson had some room. She's going inside for Brooks. It's going to be a foul. It's going to go against Watterson for the Gators. Benton gets ready to check back into the ball game, along with Kimbrough. Off comes Waddy Blow and Brooks. Coach Bishop trying to keep it fresh. That's a terrific steal from Imani Smith. Imani will go the other way and lay it in. Nope. Wide open. Can't get it to go. That's a very transition defense by the Broncos as Hagan gets back to disrupt that shot for Imani Smith. And Smith can only shake her head going back the other way.
Substitutions returning for the Gators, number 3, Alicia Villarreal.
Not a large margin of error here tonight for San Francisco State. The Gators just trying to finish the last week of the regular season with a win. 4-21 overall. Only 2 wins in the conference for the CCAA. Inside, Jordan. Shane, nice move in the post. Can't get the shot to go. Rebounded by Kimbrough. Puts it back up and in. Back to an 8-point advantage for the Broncos. Via Ruel with it on the far side. Back to Smith. Smith hands off to Felicia. Mogul off to Smith. Dedalt looking inside. Had Mogul momentarily. Pretty good defense here from Kimbrough. Can she go straight up? Mogul makes a pretty nice move. Nifty touch off the backboard. So Danae Mogul puts it up and gets it to go 18-12 now. 5:37 to go. Benton inside working against Mogul, and she gets it to go on the other end. Terrific entry pass from the perimeter, and Benton finishes. Gators working with an 8-point deficit on the road, 20-12. 5:14 to go in the second quarter. Caitlin Dedalt back to Amani Smith. Smith holding up top, only 6 seconds. She's going to have to go to work here. Dedalt finds off a little breathing room, fires from three, it's short. Will carry him out of bounds, and it'll go back to Cal Poly Pomona. Timeout on the floor, 4:59 to go. You are watching Cal Poly Pomona women's basketball here on the Bronco Network. .59 to go in quarter number two. It's an 8-point lead for the Broncos on top of the San Francisco State Gators. Next up after this, it'll be the men's and women's doubleheader basketball. Short Shane continues to shine on the inside. Shane now with 8 points. Lead back to double digits here for Cal Poly Pomona. Dedalt with it up top. Over to Villarreal. Amani Smith now with it. Dribbles up. Dedalt running the baseline, gets it, looking for a screen. Can't free up any room. Villarreal wide open in the corner. That's short. Rebound fought for and won by the Broncos. Here's Shane in transition. Will Shane elect to speed things up? No, she'll hold. Had to pick up her dribble. She nearly carried. Gives off to Kimbrough. Gets it back from Kimbrough. 18 to shoot. Kimbrough holding up top and miscommunication with Ricketson. It's a turnover for Cal Poly Pomona. Watterson back in the ball for the Gators. .349 to go in quarter number two. Smith with it on the far side. Back to Dedalt. Like to see Dedalt get a little bit more aggressive. That's a foul. Kimbrough out of position. She fouls Nilsson. Only the third team foul here in quarter number two. Coach Bishop didn't like the call. Maybe a little ticky-tack. I'd agree with her. Ricketson moving her feet nicely on Amani Smith. Defense is suffocating here for the Broncos on the Gators. Nilsson with it in the corner off to Dedalt. Dedalt working on Jordan Shane. 15 to shoot. Looking on the perimeter, looking for a runner. Can't find anybody open. Nilsson saved it from going out of bounds. Over to Dedalt. Dedalt drives the lane. That's a travel.
Substitution to the game for the Broncos, number 23, Dominique Dotson.
Dotson back into the game, along with Brooks and Waddy Blow. good minutes there from Alyssa Benton. We like her work inside and her footwork, working early in the possession and finishing at the basket. Very good energy defensively as well. Dotson with it out front. Over to Shane. Shane holding, looking inside for Brooks. Here's Ricketson on the far side. Waddy Blow, high-low action. Brooks, terrific feed and finish. Lead the biggest of the ball game so far. The Gators reeling here in quarter number 2. They had 6 at the end of 1. They only have 6 in this quarter. Watterson with it up top. Dedault with some room. Fires from deep. Can she get one to go? It's an air ball. Nilsson with a rebound, and he goes out of bounds. Caroms off of her foot, and we'll go back the other way for the Broncos. Shane will slow the tempo here. Shane working on Nilsson, goes to work, crossover dribble, can't get the jumper to go from 17. Rebounded by Watterson off to Smith in transition now for the Gators. Step, pulls up the elbow, great box out from Waddy Blow. Shane now with it. She'll direct traffic off to Dotson in the corner. Brooks working for position, lays it up and lays it in. Priscilla Brooks. We have a timeout from Cal Poly Pomona. 1:45 to go in quarter number 2, and the lead is swelled to 14 for the Broncos. Stay tuned. .145 to go in the second quarter. It's 26-12. It is all Broncos here from Kellogg Arena. Full court pressure now on display from the Broncos. Dotson with the steal. Dotson to Ricketson at the elbow. Oh, it's intercepted by Dedault. Ricketson tried to get a little cute with it, and it's back the other way for the Gators. Smith with it on the far side. She's double teamed by Ricketson from the blind side. It goes out of bounds, and I want to say it went off of Smith, and it did, so it'll go back to the Broncos. So Ricketson with a turnover on one end, and then forces the turnover on the other. Shane with it, gets a screen from Brooks, doesn't really use it. Dribbling up and down off to Ricketson. Brooks another screen, back to Shane. Shane inside, great duck in, Waddy Blow, contact up top, no call. Looked like Mogul got Waddy Blow on the arm. Under a minute to go here in the second quarter. That's going to be a foul on Dedault on the exchange with Amani Smith. With the first foul on the Dedault. 56 seconds to go. Right now you want to be a little bit more methodical with your tempo. Up by 14, but if you get a good shot, pull the trigger. Ricketson has that one stolen. Second steal of the game for Villarreal. Mogul off to Nilsson. 10-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. That's a great find in the half court. Villarreal buries it from downtown. 26-15. Lead down to 11 here for the Broncos. Can they respond here? The shot clock turned off at the end of the second quarter. They enter into high post, looking down low. Brooks, great first steps to her right. Can't finish up top. That's pretty good defense by Watterson. A lot of contact. They elect to let him play on. The ball will go back to the Gators with 3 seconds to go. That's a good no call by the referees. Just two players getting tangled up, working really hard to go after the basketball. Mogul off on that shot attempt, and we will go in at the half, 26-15. Broncos with a commanding lead here from Kellogg Arena. You are watching women's basketball CCAA edition on the Broncos Sports Network. Remember, everybody, you can watch this game live on YouTube. Search Broncos Space Athletics. You can catch it on the big screen if you have an Apple TV and maybe an Xbox One. Bronco Athletics, BRONCO Athletics. Upscaled to 1080p. Couple minutes away from the start of the second half. An impressive first half for the Broncos on top of San Francisco State. They lead it 26-15, leading the way for all scorers. Jordan Shane with 8 points. Is followed by Priscilla Brooks. Very good work in the post. She has 6. Jordan Kimbrough with 2. Chelsea Waddy-Blow only with 2 points. Lead scorer for the Broncos. In fact, last time out, we said at the top of the broadcast, she had 20 versus San Francisco State. And the Gators have done a pretty good job negating her presence inside, but that's opened up opportunities, and Jordan Shane, the main beneficiary of that. Casey McWilliam also with 2 points, and Alyssa Benton with a layup. For the Gators, Felicia Villarreal with 6 points on a couple triples. 7 points from Danae Mogel. And right now, Caitlin Didal only with 2 points. She's going to have to get going if the Gators are going to have a shot getting back into this one. 90 seconds away from the start of the third quarter. You are watching Bronco basketball here on the Bronco Sports Network. Happy you've joined us, everybody. Mike Cepeda with you on tonight's broadcast. Cal Poly Pomona doubleheader men's and women's basketball, CCAA. To begin the third quarter, it'll be San Francisco State ball. The Gators will take it from the sideline out of bounds. Watterson will bring it in. Inbounds to Imani Smith, and here we go. Smith works into the top of the key to Watterson. Watterson looking for Didalt. It's a great job by Ricketson denying Didalt. Villarreal off to Smith in the corner. Gets it back. She'll fire away from deep. A number 3 on the night for Felicia. And Villarreal feeling it here. She had a couple turnovers, struggled in that second quarter. But the shooting has been pretty good here tonight for Felicia. Chelsea Waddy-Blow. Over to Ricketson. Hagan. Benton looking inside. A great feed high-low. Brooks can't finish. She gets her own miss. Puts it back up and in. And that's just Brooks putting in the muscle down low. Well, after the 3 ball from Villarreal, Broncos get it back to a double-digit margin. Didalt with it out front. Smith, Villarreal looking inside. They reverse it near side. This is Imani Smith. Smith looking inside for a cutting Watterson. Smith will fire away. It's an air ball from deep, and it'll go back here to the Broncos. Really like what the Broncos are doing defensively. They are working into the ball. They are making the offense start from way out front. And the interior defense is just as good. Brooks with it out front, holding for the Broncos, off to Waddy-Blow. Steal by Didalt. Didalt now in transition. Ricketson with the block on the other end. Jackie gets into the act. What a play by Jackie Ricketson with a block after Didalt had come free on a steal. Villarreal enters into Mogul. Mogul, high dribble. Tries to put it over two defenders. It goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was blocked. It'll stay here. 23 on the shot clock. Didn't look like anybody tapped it. Just looked like a bad shot, but it'll stay here with the Gators. Villarreal. Going to have a foul. It's going to go against Wadi Blow. Villarreal looking for an opening. Finally, Mogul comes free. Dedault from three. Yes! Caitlin Dedault. And might she start to get it going here in the second half. That triple cuts it to 7, 28-21. 7:57 to go here in quarter number 3. Jordan Shane getting ready to check back into the ball game. She has 8 points. Can she get it going? Was great off the bench in the first half. Brooks down low. Foul. Watterson, the offending party, and Priscilla Brooks will go to the line for 2. Well, that's a third on Watterson. Brooks on the first attempt. Oh, rims out. Dotson and Shane back into the contest. Hagan and Ricketson will come off. So Benton, Wadi Blow, Brooks, Jordan Shane, and Dominique Dotson on the floor. Second free throw up and good for Priscilla Brooks. 8-point lead, 29-21. Nelson up top over to Dedault. Dedault near side working on Benton. Over to Villarreal. Villarreal over to Amani Smith. Smith on a fade to Villarreal. A triple off the back iron. That one just missed, and the Broncos get away with one there. That would have cut it to 5. Can the Broncos muster up something on this end? Shane working on Amani Smith. Shane enters in at the high post to Priscilla Brooks. Wadi Blow trying to duck in. Nelson, pretty good defense down low. Wadi Blow, great left-handed finish and great positioning inside working on Danae Mogul. The lead back to double digits for the Broncos. 6:51 to go in quarter number 3. Mogul, oh, and one. So Mogul responds on the other end. I think Wadi Blow just got a little careless, not working early in that possession defensively. Benton will come off. She'll be replaced by McWilliam. Kimbrough getting ready to check into the ball game. She's going to come on for Wadi Blow. That's her third personal. Coach Danelle Bishop saying call it both ways. Mogul off the mark, so she can't convert on the and one opportunity. The lead remains 8 here for the Broncos. McWilliam into the front court quickly here for Cal Poly Pomona. Brooks up front. Over to Dotson. Dotson to Shane. Jordan working to McWilliam. McWilliam inside to Brooks. Brooks came free, puts it up on the board, and she's fouled. We had Bishop buzzing in the ear of the referee. It pays dividends on the other end as Brooks will be rewarded at the stripe for 2, 6:24 to go in the third quarter. First free throw up and good for Priscilla. Free throw number 2. A little long. Nelson tracks down the rebound. Smith now with it. Dangerous pass. Barely gets to Amani Smith. Dotson initiating a trap, and she's going to foul Amani Smith. Fairly easy foul to call. Dotson knew it. Don't reach with your hands. You have to move your feet. Third personal. Third team foul, rather. on the Broncos here in quarter number 3. DeDault with it up front. DeDault looking for a lifeline. Finally gets it to Via Ruel. Via Ruel, oh, that's a great feed inside. That's a travel. Mogul got some happy feet. She was wide open. I think she was surprised as to how open that play got her. It was a terrifically executed pick and roll. And Mogul just could not finish. It's a turnover. The Broncos now with it. Under 6 to go here in the third quarter. Dotson working on Via Ruel. She has very good hands. She had a couple steals in the first half. Brooks with it out front. Oh, that's a great first step to her left. Left-handed layup, too much on it. Kimbrough looked like she was fouled by her own man. It's going to be a jump ball. Should stay here. 7 on the shot clock. No change in possession. So the Broncos are going to have to work a quick shot here after the ball's inbounded. Box play out of bounds. It goes to Brooks. Brooks looking inside. That pass deflected. 4 on the shot clock. Brooks going to have to put one up. Shane from 3 off the iron. And it will go out of bounds and back to the Gators.
Substitution in the game for Cal Poly.
Carrie Ann Noonan will check into the ball game here for the first time tonight. And the Broncos. Off comes Brooks. Great work by Priscilla. High fives all around. 32-23. The Broncos with a 9-point lead. 5:23 to go in the third. Via Ruel has 3 triples here tonight. I want to say all her points have come on triples. She has 9. DeDault drives the lane off of 1 foot. Tough shot. No good. She gets her own rebound. Puts it up on the backboard. No, but she's fouled. So Caitlin DeDault going to the line.
Broncos foul number 33, Jordan Kimbrough.
It's going to go on Kimbrough. That's her second.
Caitlin DeDault at the line, shooting 2.
Remember, everybody, you can watch this on the YouTube app. Search Broncos Space Athletics. If you have an Apple TV or Xbox One, you can watch us there too. Watch us on the big screen. Broadcasting in high definition. (32-25) to the second made free throw from Caitlin DeDault. 5-minute mark of the third. Carrie Ann Noonan guarded by DeDault. Tried to go to crossover. Has it stolen. Mogul in transition off to Smith. Via Ruel. Thought about it from 3. Gives off to Smith. Mogul from 3. Wide open. Long. Rebounded by Jordan Shane. Shane now. Crossover dribble into the lane. Left-handed layup is good. Jordan Shane running the show. She's into double figures. DeDault working on Noonan. Enters into Mogul. Gets it back. Drives the lane. Off of 1 foot. Contact up top and a foul. So DeDault a little bit more relentless in her approach here in the second half. You like the assertion. She'll be rewarded with 2 free throws when we come back. Timeout on the floor. 4:16 to go in the third. You're watching Women's Basketball CCAA edition on the Broncos Sports Network. The Broncos up 9 here in the third quarter, and the message from head coach Danelle Bishop in the timeout huddle is ratchet up the defensive pressure inside. You're taking them too lightly. And she's exactly right. For the Broncos with 2 players in double figures right now, it's Priscilla Brooks with 10 along with Jordan Shane also with 10. 9 points for Felicia Villarruel. First free throw, no good. Second is good. 34-26, the lead cut to 8 here for the Broncos. Pomona now with it. That's going to be a kick. Ricketson trying to enter into Waddy Blow. Happened below the free throw line. They enter it in. Waddy Blow trying to work for position. Ricketson from deep. It's an air ball. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Brooks. It should go to Purple. And indeed, the Gators will have it. San Francisco State will try to cut into the 8-point deficit. Currently 4:01 in the third. Smith working up top. She's working on Ricketson. To her left. Good double team there from Ben. She has to kick it out to DeDault. DeDault working inside. Great pass to Watterson. Point blank. Bank shot. No good. Rebounded by Jordan Shane. Shane off to the races in transition. No numbers. Will she go to work or she slows things up? It's a delayed break. She gets a screen from Waddy Blow. Benton trying to working inside. She goes into the bucket and she gets a nifty roll off the iron. So Alyssa Benton now with 4. Back to a double-digit lead here for Cal Poly Pomona. 36-26, 3:08 to go in the third. DeDault with it. Near side. Picks up her dribble. Nowhere to go. Benton closes in defensively. Mogul from way downtown. That's no good. Great rebound by Priscilla Brooks. Off to Ricketson. Wide open, and Mogul comes free. Waddy Blow had done a pretty good job of warding off the defender, but Mogul comes through and gets a block. Ricketson didn't even see her. DeDault works it to Nilsson, over to Omani Smith. DeDault working the baseline. They're looking inside to Mogul. Mogul trying to work offensively. Oh, Ricketson, good hands inside. That probably should have been a jump ball. It's going to be a foul down low. Baseline out of bounds. 2 free throws coming here, it looks like, to the Gators, as a foul will be called against Alyssa Benton. That's a 16 foul. It's 2 shots at 5, I believe.
Danae Miguel at the line, shooting 2.
So Danae Mogel. 2 shots coming her way. She's been off the mark from deep. She gets that one to fall.
Substitution returning for Cal Poly.
Dotson back into the ball game. She'll come on for Ricketson. "25 minutes after the end of this game, it'll be the men. Both free throws no good. Shane works around the screen from the elbow. That's pitch and catch. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Benton after it caromed off. Shane now with it again for the Broncos. Same play, off to Benton. Benton had some room. Dribbles in. Shot up from 12 feet. Gets her own rebound. Nice work from Alyssa Benton. They work it around the perimeter. Here's Dotson working on Amani Smith. Off to Benton. Benton comes free from 3, no good. And that's going to be a foul on Brooks. Watterson, 2 free throws coming her way. 1:34 to go here in the third, as Kimbrough gets ready to check back into the ball game along with McWilliam. Villarruel for the Gators, also getting ready to check in.
Kayla Watterson to the line, shooting 2.
Watterson on the first, that's good.
Substitutions returning for the Gators, number 3, Felicia Villarruel. In for the Broncos, number 15, Casey McWilliam, and number 33, Jordan Kimbrough.
Well, San Francisco State, true to their name, hanging around here, trying to make things interesting as we head into the final quarter. 1:34 to go here in the third. It's an 8-point advantage for the Broncos. Make that 7. Kimbrough off to Waddy Blow. Waddy Blow to McWilliam. And the offense going nowhere here, and Coach Donnell Bishop going to want to talk things over. 1:23 to go here in the third. 36-29. Broncos with a 7-point lead. Well, the Gators putting in good work here in the third quarter. They have 14 points in the quarter. They only had 15 at the half. They've cut the lead to 7 here. They've outscored the Broncos 14-10 in this quarter. 9 on the shot clock. Dotson going to have to go to work. To her left. Drives the lane. Left-handed layup. Can't get it to go. Rebound fought for and won by Watterson. Watterson traveled.
Jump ball. Possession arrow goes to San Francisco.
It's going to be a jump ball. The possession arrow will go back to San Francisco State. So the Gators with 1:04 will try to cut into this lead yet a little bit more. Ruel on the dribble off to Dedalt. Kalen holding far side on the wing, guarded by Benton. Nelson via Ruel. They reverse it around. Dedalt from 3. It's long. Mogel with the rebound. Another jump ball. We're going back the other way.
Jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Cal Poly.
Brooks getting ready to check back in. Who will she come on for? Waddy Blow or Kimbrough? Waddy Blow will get a rest here at the end of the third. Come back fresh for the fourth. Dotson also off. Jordan Shane will replace her. Full court pressure being shown here from the Gators. Entering to Brooks. Brooks off to Jordan Shane. Near steal for Amani Smith. Shane retains possession. She pulls up from 15. The shot a little flat and it's short. Smith hurries back the other way into the front court. 3-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. End of quarter number 3. Nelson with it, looking inside, off to Dedalt. Dedalt off to Amani Smith. Smith holding, finally off to Nelson. Nelson looking for a screen, nothing coming. Here comes Dedalt. Dedalt in the weave, comes to the left side, left-handed layup off the glass. No, but she's fouled. We talked about what Caitlin Dedalt needed to do to put her team in a position to win this ball game, being more aggressive at the start of the second half, and she has done just that here in quarter number 3. Nine points on the ball game for Caitlin Dedalt. That one off the front iron, fought for and won. The rebound is by Watterson. Last shot coming to the Gators if they can get one on the board. And Smith is well off the mark. I don't think she knew how much time was on the clock. We will go into the final frame, 36-30. The Broncos with a 6-point lead. Back in a moment here on the Broncos Sports Network. So things start to get interesting as we head into the final quarter here, 36-30. The Broncos didn't really come out to play after halftime. Thought they had this one in the bag, and the Gators trying to make things interesting, although it's an air ball to start things off. The opening possession for San Francisco State. They'll go back to the Broncos. Shane getting a screen from Brooks. Comes off. Ricketson. Back to Shane. Shane working near side. Gets another screen off to Benton. Benton to her right looking inside. Great funnel by Mogel. Ricketson from 15 feet. High arcing shot. No. Brooks with an offensive rebound. It's going to be a foul. It's going to go against Watterson. If that's on Watterson, no. That's going to go against Amani Smith. Shane comes off to her right from a pick. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Nilsson. This is going to be a jump ball. Going to stay here. So again, good work on the backboard from the Broncos that results in another possession for Cal Poly Pomona. 9:15 to go in this one. Kimbrough traveled.
No shot, traveling. San Francisco ball.
Back to San Francisco. Seven in the third quarter, 7 points rather, for Caitlin DeDault. They go to her right here, working on Alyssa Benton. Off to Smith in the corner. Smith, a little breathing room momentarily. Back to DeDault. DeDault to Nilsson. 8 on the shot clock. Good defense on this possession for the Broncos. Smith drives the lane. Between two defenders, puts it up off the backboard and in. Down to a 4-point lead for Cal Poly Pomona. Remember, a win secures a home playoff round for CPP. Shane, great drop step on the baseline. She lays it in past DeDault. Jordan Shane. Little Gary Payton down low. He was pretty good in the post for a point guard. Back to a 6-point advantage here for Pomona. Smith goes baseline. A lot of room there. Can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Brooks. Can the Broncos close the show here? Final week of the regular season. Saturday's homecoming versus Sonoma State. Shane, a lot of room looking inside for Brooks. Has to reverse it up to the top to Alyssa Benton. Benton goes back to Shane. That's a great denial in the post by Watterson for the Gators. Shane, left-handed layup, can't get it to go, but she's fouled.
It is foul called on number 25.
Jordan Shane with 12 points in this one, looking to add to that total right here on 2 free throws. McWilliam getting ready to check back into the ball game. First free throw off the back iron. Waddy Blow back in. Benton and Kimbrough come off. Second free throw, smooth as silk. 7-point lead, 39-22. Smith turns on the Jets, gets into the front court. Armani off to Watterson. Watterson to Nilsson. That pass almost got away from her. Great help from the weak side, Priscilla Brooks. It's a steal for Cal Poly Pomona. Shane, nifty dribbling into the lane, a lot of traffic. Gets her own rebound, another possession here. I don't think that hit the back. Well, I don't think that hit the iron. So the shot clock does not reset, 10 on the clock. Shane gonna have to go to work. I don't know if she's aware of the shot clock. Ricketson's going to have to fire from the top. A lot of room, a lot of range. It's no good. Rebounded by Watterson. Smith turns the corner. It's going to be a charge. Ricketson steps in. Good defensive positioning by Jackie. Second personal on Amani. Shane will come off, replaced by Dotson and Brooks. Talk about really good minutes for both players here tonight. 2 leading scorers for the Broncos in this one. Remember last time out, Waddy Blow with 20 versus the Gators. Relatively quiet tonight, although she's been in good work defensively. Ricketson driving the baseline, puts it up on the backboard, can't get it to go. She's fouled on the rebound attempt. That's already the 14th foul here. 6:30 to go in the fourth quarter.
Gators foul called on number 40, Danae Miguel. Her second personal 4th team foul. Returning for the Gators, number 3, Felicia Villarruel.
Villarruel will check back into the ball game for the Gators. Monty Smith going to get a breather. Kimbrough. Cross screen action for Waddy Blow. Waddy Blow looking for Ricketson, trying to come off from out of bounds. She gives off to Dotson. McWilliam on the baseline. Had a little room, enters it in. Great entry pass inside the Waddy Blow. She's fouled. Casey McWilliam with a dime.
Gator foul called number 44, Kayla Watterson. Her 4th personal foul, 5th team foul.
And that is the 4th on Watterson. One more and she's done. Really like that entry pass there from Casey McWilliam. Waddy Blow going to work down low. First free throw rattles home. Amani Smith back into the contest. She'll come on for Watterson. Danae Mogel. Biggest player out there for San Francisco State. As the Gators go small here to try to get back into it. Beware of Villarruel. She has 3 threes tonight. Here's Smith. Smith being guarded closely by Dotson. Good feet from Dominique. Nilsson wide open from 17. It's an air ball. Rebound tapped around. Kimbrough finally comes down with it. Under 6 to go here in the fourth. It's out to a 9-point advantage here for the Broncos. Ricketson enters in at the high post. Here's Kimbrough surveying the defense. That pass nearly stolen by Smith. McWilliam comes off inside to Waddy Blow. Waddy Blow going to work, puts it up on the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Dotson. Another possession, and she's fouled. And that is going to be the 16th foul, so 2 free throws coming to Dominique Dotson.
Felicia Villarruel, her first personal. The Gators are over the limit. Dominique Dotson to the line, shooting 2.
First free throw off the back iron. Well, come free throw time, missed free throws can come back to hurt you. The Bronco women are into the playoffs. The question is, with a win tonight, they will host in the first round of the playoffs. But they still got to get the job done here. Ball reversed around to Villarreal. Amani Smith with it on the far side, drives the lane, tough shot, can't get it to go. Kimbrough with a rebound. Jordan Shane to the scorer's table, getting ready to check in. Here's Dotson. Dotson to Waddy Blow up top. Ricketson working on Villarreal. I'd like to see Ricketson just go by Villarreal. She has a skill set to do it. Dotson, meanwhile, up on the glass. Waddy Blow with the offensive rebound and putback. Chelsea Waddy Blow now. Is that a steal? It's tapped out of bounds by the Broncos. It'll stay with San Francisco State when we come back. 4:51 to go, 44-32. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back in a moment. Live from Kellogg Arena, doubleheader basketball coverage, men's and women's basketball here on the Broncos Sports Network. Mike Cepeda with you tonight. They went to the bullpen for this one. 4:51 left to go in this contest. It's up to a 12-point lead for the Broncos. Broncos looking to move to 15-10 overall on the season, 13-6 in conference. Mogel with it inside to Dedalt. Dedalt has to kick it out. Villarreal, no good. Kimbrough nearly lost it out of bounds. She saves it. It's going to be a jump ball. Oh, wow. They're going to call the third foul on Amani Smith. I thought that was all ball, so Jordan Shane will go to the free throw line for two.
Gator foul called on number 24, Amani Smith, her third personal. Jordan Shane to the line, shooting two.
First free throw is long. Like to see Jordan Shane maybe slow things down at the stripe, finish up top. Her shot's been a little flat here tonight. Second free throw, nice adjustment by Jordan. Gets it to go. It's out to a 13-point lead now. See from the sideline, Coach Donnell Bishop saying, finish that up top. Flick the wrist at the top of the shot. She does just that. Second free throw falls, 45-32, 4:20 to go. Mogel off to Dedalt. Dedalt looking in the high post. That's a terrific find inside. English on that pass. Dedalt spins it in there, and Mogel is fouled on the ground, not on the shot. Second on McWilliam. Mogel double team now. Smith. The outlet. Dedalt from three. Yes! So Caitlin Dedalt now into double figures. She has 12. McWilliam will try to get into the act from long range. That one's off. Jordan Shane with the offensive rebound. That's long. Waddy Blow. A lot of contact, no call. We'll go back the other way. It's a 10-point lead for the Broncos, 3:40 to go. Smith via Ruel from 3. Banked it home. I don't know if she called it, but the lead now down to 7 for the Broncos. Quickly up ahead to Kimbrough. Wadi Blow inside. That's a foul. Where's the foul? Via Ruel had Wadi Blow in a bear hug. Wadi Blow strong enough to work past it, put up the layup, so it's back to a 9-point lead. Didal tries to answer with another 3 on the other end. That's off. Rebounded by Kimbrough and off to Shane. So Jordan will bring it up, slow things down, get control of this one. Shane off to Ricketson. Ricketson, McWilliam drives the baseline. Nice find to Kimbrough. Kimbrough back to McWilliam from 3. No. Oh, great weak side rebound. Jordan Shane. Shane can't get it to go. It's a foul. Second team foul, no shots.
Bronco foul, call number 1, Jordan Shane. For second personal, second team foul. Substitutions returning for the Gators, number 14, Erica Nelson.
Shane will come off. Dotson back into the ball game. Brooks back in. She'll come on for Wadi Blow. Couple missed opportunities for Casey McWilliams. She had a couple really good looks. 2:35 to go. The lead back to 9. 47-38. Didal. Nilsson back to Didal. Didal working on a screen. Drives to her left. Kicks back to Smith. Smith driving the lane. Gets it up on the rim and puts it in. Romani Smith gets it back down to 7. The Gators hang around. 2:11 to go. Dotson back to Ricketson. The Broncos are going to slow things up here. 3-possession ball game, really. McWilliam for the dagger. No. Gets her own rebound. Fires away from 15 feet. That's off. Dotson with a rebound. Third time's a charm? We'll find out. Work some clock. 22 on the shot clock. 1:40 to go here in the final quarter. It's a 7-point lead for the Broncos. Looking for a coffin nail on this possession. Ricketson, 11 to shoot. Jack inside to Kimbrough. She gets it up on the rim. Oh, nice rebound by Brooks, and she puts it up, and that might do it. 1:14 to go, 49-40. And the door is starting to close swiftly here on the Gators. That'll be a foul on Dotson, her third.
Bronco foul on number 23, Dominique Dotson. Her second personal, third team.
Check that, her second. Wadi Blow back into the ballgame. She'll come on for Kimbrough.
And into the Gators, number 3, Alicia Villarreal.
Villarreal will come on for Nilsson. And she'll inbound the basketball. Just no threes. Smith gets a shot up. It's no good. Rebounded by Wadi Blow. It's a foul. Contact came in from the opposite side. That's going to be a technical foul. Who's it going to go on? Will it go on Wadi Blow? So Wadi Blow was surrounded by 3 Gator players. They called a technical, and they pointed at Amani Smith. Will it go against Amani, or will it go against Amani Blow? Or Wadi Blow, rather. Well, based on the dialogue between San Francisco State bench and the referees, it's going to be a technical foul going to go against Amani Smith.
On the play, personal foul call on San Francisco, number 24, Imani Smith. Then a technical foul also on San Francisco, number 24, Imani Smith. That is her 5th personal foul.
And that'll do it for Amani. So Chelsea pad the stats just a little bit. First free throw up and good for Wadi Blow. Game 1 of 2. The 51 seconds remaining on the clock, a mere formality at this point. Lead out to 11 under a minute. 2 more free throws coming to Chelsea. Why another 2, you ask? Well, 2 technicals. And the Gators were in the penalty, so 2 more free throws coming to Chelsea Wadi Blow. A nice performance here tonight by the Broncos. Regular season finale on Saturday, the homecoming game versus Sonoma State. So we'll shoot the 2 personals. We'll line them up. Remember, game 1 of 2 here. Up next, the men. And the Bronco men on the bubble for postseason play. They need a win. They need it in a big way over San Francisco State. And the Gators looking to close the door on the season here in 2017 for the Broncos. And obviously the Broncos of a different mind will try to respond. 30-second timeout called by Coach Bishop here for the Broncos, 53-40. 51 seconds to go. We'll be back in a moment. Gators will inbound. I think a miracle at this point. I don't see any Reggie Millers out there. Caitlin Nadolt's been pretty good here in the second half, though. Kudos to her effort. It's going to come up just a little short. Good hands from Ricketson. It's a steal. Ricketson off to the races, and she'll lay it up and lay it in. 55-40. It was 59-43 last time out. Shades of the first meeting here at the end of the season. Mogel, that's a foul from Brooks.
Bronco foul on number 34, Priscilla Brooks, her 3rd personal, 4th team foul. Janae Miguel at the line.
Kimbrough getting ready to check in here for the Broncos. First free throw off the mark.
Substitution returning for the Broncos, number 33, Jordan Kimbrough.
Game 2 will also be featured on this broadcast here on Bronco Athletics. And to search this game and watch it live on the YouTube app, whether it be on your smartphone, tablet, PC, or if you have a YouTube-enabled console, and that means an Apple TV or an Xbox One or something of that scale, you can search Bronco Space Athletics, and you can watch us on a big screen. Your final here in Game 1, 55-41. The Broncos a winner over the Gators from San Francisco State. Back in a moment with a quick recap of the stats of Game 1, and then Game 2 in about 20-25 minutes here on the Bronco Network. The Gators from the men. San Francisco State taking on Cal Poly Pomona. We'll be back in a moment. 55-41 your final here in game one for the women. Cal Poly Pomona improves to 15-10 overall. 13-6 now in conference. Loss for San Francisco drops them to 4-22 on the season. Chelsea Waddy-Blow finishes with 14 points. Priscilla Brooks with 12. Jordan Shane 14 and 7 rebounds. And Priscilla Brooks, 1 rebound away from her 7th double-double on the season. Very good work tonight. And Chelsea Waddy-Blow leading the way along with Jordan Shane. She had 20 last time out, and another fantastic performance here for the Broncos. For the Gators, Caitlin Dedault with 12, along with Felicia Villarruel and Danae Mogel, 11 points and a strong showing. That'll wrap it up for game one coverage. Stay tuned on this same player. We're about 20 minutes away from the start of the men's Gators and the Broncos here on the Broncos Sports Network. second game of our doubleheader here on the Broncos Sports Network about to get underway. It's the Gators from San Francisco State taking on the Cal Poly Pomona Broncos. San Francisco State 15-3 in the conference. They are number 2 right behind San Diego. UC San Diego, that is. And Cal Poly Pomona 8-10 in conference. They are on the bubble. A win this week over either San Francisco State or Sonoma State should secure them a spot in the playoffs, but we will see. They're going to have a tall order here tonight against San Francisco State, 22-3 overall, and a winning streak of 8 in a row. Back in a moment with the start of Game 2 of our doubleheader. Stay tuned. About to get underway here, Broncos and the Gators here on the Broncos Sports Network. Starting lineup for the Broncos. Jordan Ogundaran, number 5, Chris Sullivan, number 13, Jeremy Dennis, number 21, Dylan Lawrence, number 22, Nikhil Peters. For the visiting Gators, it'll be number 1, Warren Jackson in the conversation for Conference Player of the Year, Coley Aspe. Number 12, Nick Calcaterra. Number 23, Chiefy Ubaja. and number 24, AJ Cologne. San Francisco State among the leaders. In fact, second in the conference in scoring at 79 plus a game. They only allow 67. Pomona pretty good defensively, only averaging about 65 points allowed per contest in the conference. They're going to have their hands full tonight against arguably the top team in the CCAA. Dennis and Cologne will jump the opening tip, and it will go to San Francisco State. First half just underway here. Aspe with it. Near side gives off. This is Ubaja. Ubaja guarded closely, drives the lane. Pretty good defense there, and he gets it to go. Tough shot. Chief Ubaja. So the Gators strike first blood here. And Cal Poly Pomona will look to respond on their opening offensive possession. They swing it around the perimeter. The Broncos don't shoot it all that well from deep. They're going to have to make shots tonight. Wide open look from the corner for three, and it's good. Dylan Lawrence gets things going here for the Broncos. 3-2 early. A conversation with Coach Greg Kamansky. He said, we're going to get some wide open looks. We just have to knock them down and give ourselves a chance. There's a three on the other end. Missed shot, rebounded by Cologne. Calcaterra just off the mark, rattles out.
Broncos foul called on number 13, Jeremy Dennis. His first personal, first team foul.
They enter into Cologne. Cologne with a right-handed hook. That's a pretty good touch for the big man. AJ Cologne on the board. They work it around. Peters inside. That's Jeremy Dennis. Pretty good shot from the elbow there. Gets it to fall. It's 5-4. Broncos on top early. Aspe, a player of note in the game plan here tonight, along with this man, Warren Jackson. Jackson enters in. Terrific find and feed, and Chiefy Ubaja has 4 early. Ubaja with 4, Cologne with a couple, and it's 6-5. San Francisco State, they enter in at the high post. Ogundaran thought about it from 3, instead gives off. Dennis, Ogundaran fakes to his left, drives the lane, left-handed layup, short, off the mark, tapped out. Another possession here for Pomona. Ogundaran from 3, that's long. Rebounded by Ubaja. Jackson, Aspe from 3, off the glass and good. And Coley Aspe will take it. 9-5 now. .50 run for San Francisco State. Near steal there. Broncos get it back. Ogundaran will try from long distance again. Can't get it to go. It's tapped out of bounds. It should go back to the Gators, and it does. So Ogundaran comes out ice cold here to start things off. Aspe will bring it up. Off to Jackson. Ubaja with 4 early. Has it on the baseline. Loses it. Gets it back. Calcaterra from 3. That's good. Calcaterra now 1 for 2 from beyond the arc. 12 to. And indeed, the foul will go against Cologne up top. I'm going to say it was a late whistle, so it's going to go on the shot. Sullivan with 2 free throws coming his way. First free throw. A little bit too much mustard on that one. Can't miss on opportunities here. Margin of error, very little tonight versus the second-ranked team in the conference. Gators clicking on all cylinders. And William Christmas will check into the ball game. He'll come on for Ogundaran. Ogundaran, the leading scorer for the Broncos, averaging over 12 a game. Christmas on, he's averaging over 8 a game. Let's see if he can provide some energy. Much like we saw Jordan Shane for the women come on, provided great minutes off the bench and a win in the earlier game. Jackson with a crossover to his right, gets his man up in the air, shot up is good. And Warren Jackson knifes into the paint and scores 14-6. It's a 9-1 run here for the Gators. Baseline drive inside. That's going to be a foul, going to go against Aspe. It's a good job offensively working it into the inside. Timeout on the floor. 15:55 remaining in the first half. And it is all Gators early on here from Kellogg Arena. Stay tuned. Broncos will bring it baseline out of bounds. Checked into the ball game. This is Riley Schaefer. Schaefer gives off to Peters. Back to Schaefer. Schaefer trying to drive the lane. He's double teamed. Gets it back out. 11 on the shot clock. Wide open look. Peters from three. And Nickel Peters gets the Broncos back on the board. Calcaterra fires from beyond the arc. He can't get it to go. He's 1 of 3. Good team rebound here for the Broncos. We're back the other way with it. Pomona, it's a steal for the Gators. Calcaterra in transition. Jackson knifes in. Layup up, no good. A lot of contact, no call. Going back the other way. Here's the Broncos. It's a track meet here early. It's a turnover. And Jackson with a lot of room rises up and jams it home. And Warren Jackson gets it out to a 7-point lead for the Gators. .48 to go. Swing it around. Good high post entry there. Good shot up top by Sullivan. That's a nice decisive shot there from Sullivan. They're going to need more of that early in the offense. 16-11. We've seen it already. San Francisco State has the personnel to score it in bunches. Ubaja drives the baseline. Shot up, no good. He drove himself under the basket. It's a tough shot to go. We're back the other way. Here's Pomona. Christmas looking inside. Schaefer inside. Great drive to the basket. Dylan Lawrence. So Lawrence cuts it to a 3-point advantage for San Francisco State. This is the second-ranked team in the CCAA. Ubaja up to Aspie. Jackson from three. He's not trigger shy. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes off to Christmas. Christmas is going to reset here. Schaefer working around the perimeter. Cologne late to get inside. Schaefer wide open. Three is good, and we're tied up at 16 all. That's just terrific passing and execution offensively from Cal Poly Pomona. Top of the broadcast, what did Coach Kamansky say? We're going to get open shots. We just have to make them. They've done so thus far. We're tied up. That's a travel by Cologne. So A.J. Cologne gets some happy feet there and an opportunity for Cal Poly to go get the lead back. Tied up at 16 apiece. .12:56 and counting here in the first half. Schaefer goes baseline, gives off. It's intercepted. That should be a foul, and it is on Christmas. That's a pretty smart foul, though, in transition. Stops the break, lets your defense reset. Ogundarin back into the contest. Good minutes here for Nickel Peters. Lawrence guarding Calcaterra. Josh Cologne into the contest. Twin Towers up there, and Calcaterra didn't hit anything. Twin Towers related out there, brothers AJ and Josh. Might be tough sledding inside if you're the Broncos. Let's see if the hot shooting from the perimeter can continue. Ogundarin in the short corner, double teamed by the big men for San Francisco State. Schaefer, good look. Lawrence from three, that's off. Rebound fought for and won by the Gators. That's Hakeem in transition. Calcaterra inside, terrific find, and a hard foul from Lawrence. Clean foul.
His first personal, third team foul. A.J. Cologne to the line, shooting two.
Cologne on the season pretty good from the stripe. Shoots at about 75%. First free throw up and good for AJ.
For the Broncos, number 33, Mason Dickerson.
Mason Dickerson will come on. Will come on for Dalen Lawrence. The lead back to the Gators after the main free throw. Second free throw up by AJ. Falls in. 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Game 2 of our doubleheader coverage on the Broncos Sports Network. Mike Cepeda with you. Happy you've joined us, everybody. Inside feed and the jam! Justin Young throws it down for the Broncos. Ties it up at 18-0. And Josh Cologne, soft touch, but he can't get it to go. Schaefer with a rebound. Off to the races. Here we go for the Broncos. The Broncos rumbling into the front court. Good transition defense from the Gators. Pomona will reset. Near travel there. I think they got away with one. Christmas, great find in the corner for three. It's off. Dickerson unable to hit. Calcaterra will on the other end. Thought his foot was on the line. That's a three, though. 21-18 now, and you have to pick up that man in transition. Now 2 of 5 from three. He's missed a couple of really good looks. Schaefer back to Christmas. Christmas got away with a travel. Dickerson over to Ogundarin. Drives the lane. Christmas from three. No. Rebounded by Josh Cologne. Off to Jackson. Jackson's fouled. They don't call it. Jackson keeps it. A lot of contact, no call. They're going to get dirty here, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go. Oh, good job by the referees.
Jump ball is called.
Getting in there before anything got discourteous. Arrow in favor of the Broncos, and we'll go back the other way. A lot of contact on that last possession. And Coach Paul Trevor for San Francisco State is absolutely irate right now on the floor talking with the referee. And he's got a pretty good case to be made. Warren Jackson had his jersey held pretty blatantly here tableside, and the referees had a better look of it. No call was made. As it stands right now, Broncos with possessions, 10:30 to go. It's 21-18. The Gators with a 3-point lead. Back in a moment here on the Broncos Sports Network. We got a dogfight here at Kellogg Arena in Game 2 of our doubleheader, 21-18. San Francisco State with a 3-point lead on top of the Broncos. That pass nearly stolen. Crispin saves it, keeps it into the corner. Ogundaran goes inside to Christmas, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Ryan Williams. Not much going here. And State will reset. Aspe with it on the far side, gives off to Jackson. They're trying to enter in at the high post. This is Josh Colon. Colon is guarded closely by Bertram Mack. And it's a foul by Bertram.
Bertram Mack, his first personal 4th team foul.
4th team foul here on the Broncos.
Number 22, Jared Brown. And in for the Broncos, number 13, Jeremy Dennis.
That's a great find inside. Williams just can't get it to go. It's rebounded by Aspe. Williams will try from 17. No good. So Williams quickly 0 for 2. Sophomore big man, 7-footer from Cass State, California, West Branch High School. Swinging around the perimeter, looking for an opening. Ogundaran to Schaefer. 10 on the shot clock. They're going to have to go to work quickly here. Ogundaran, their best one-on-one player. 3 on the shot clock, and that's a miscommunication as the offensive continuity breaks down. Sullivan back into the ball game. He'll come on from Mack. Cal Poly Pomona was actually wheeling and dealing pretty good offensively in the last couple sets. They have cooled down somewhat. Still only trail it by 3. Williams turns and faces at the high post, gives off to Aspe from 3. That's short. Rebound comes off. Here's Chris Sullivan. Sullivan off to Ogundaran. Jordan looking for a play call from the sideline, gets it. Go to work. Here's Dennis. Gets a screen from Schaefer. Looking to work against that matchup zone. It's a good look from the baseline. Williams maybe got away with a hold. Schaefer drives inside, kicks out. Ogundaran, 8 on the shot clock. Sullivan from down. No. Ogundaran from 3. Yes! No. He's fouled.
San Francisco State foul on number
And that one looked like it was on the money. It goes off of the back iron, so Ogundaran will be rewarded with 3 free throws.
shooting 3.
Coach Greg Kamansky will take it. First free throw up and good for Jordan Ogundaran. From the stripe, shoots it pretty well, 84%. The guy you want there. Second free throw up and good, and he can tie it up with a third made free throw right here.
Substitution returning for San Francisco State, number 12, Nick
Calcaterra back into the ball game. Got to get a hand up on him. They have lost him a few times in transition. He's 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. third made free throw for O'Gunderin. That's one way to get going. He ties it up at 21 all. We're going to have a foul. Is this going to go against Schaefer?
Bronco foul on number 34, Riley Schaefer.
Ticky-tack foul going to go against Schaefer, so we'll go baseline out of bounds. San Francisco State will set up box set. Jackson going to inbound the basketball. Got to watch out for Jash. He can shoot it from beyond the arc. Jackson now with it, looking inside. He'll reverse over near side. This is Brown. Jackson. Jackson turns the corner at the free throw line. Great defense by Dennis. Cologne from three, and it's after the shot.
Bronco foul called on number 1.
Are they going to call that on the shot? No. They do.
Team foul number 6.
Wow, that's just a tough call. Delayed replay here. Let's see if he got him. First free throw up and good. It's a tough call against O'Gunderin, but he has to be a little bit more under control going out. I think Jazz showed it pretty well. Well, if Rasheed Wallace was here, he'd say bull don't lie. Second free throw, no good for Jash. Jazz shoots at about 64% from the stripe. Third free throw up and good. We're back to a 2-point lead for the Gators on top of the Broncos. 8:04 to go here in the first half. Dennis, they work the ball around. O'Gunderin now on the baseline. Not much doing there. Double team comes. Here's Sullivan from three. That one's way off. Rebounded by Ryan Williams. O'Gunderin trying to anticipate a passing lane. Nothing there. Calcaterra in transition. The three is up. Derek Brown misses. It's rebounded. We're going back the other way. Dalen Lawrence. O'Gunderin tries to get pretty with it inside. I thought it was tapped by a Gator player. Timeout on the floor. We're under 8 to go. 7:27 to go. In fact, in the first half, 23-21. The Gators on top of the Broncos. Back in a moment.
Don't forget to stop by and check out the latest.
Remember, everybody, you can watch this game on the YouTube app. You can also watch it on an Apple TV or Xbox One. You can search Broncos Space Athletics. Click on the live broadcast, so you can watch this on the big screen. Gators with a 2-point lead on top of the Cal Poly Pomona Broncos, and the Broncos hanging around with the second seed in the CCAA. San Francisco State has only dropped 3 games this season. They are 22-3 overall. And the Broncos hanging with them tough in the first half. Gators with it. Here's Jackson entering into Jash Cologne at the high post. Cologne reverses it far side. Derek Brown. Cologne. It's stolen. Back the other way. Here's Peters in transition. Wide open. Christmas from 3. And Christmas gives the Broncos a 1-point lead. 24-23. 6:51 to go here in the first. A.J. Cologne gets it back to Jackson. Jackson can shoot it, so can Calcaterra. Terrific find on the far side. That one didn't hit anything. We're back the other way. Here's Dennis now in transition. Will they try to speed it up? That's a reach by Jackson. 4th team foul.
Warren Jackson, his first personal 4th team foul.
Ubaja will check back into the contest. He'll come on for Jash Cologne. AJ will stay on. Ubaja got out to 4 early points here. He's gone cold ever since. In fact, he hasn't played much since we've seen him go off early. Peters inbounds a basketball, gives off to Christmas. Dalen Lawrence to Dennis. Dennis working into the lane, has it stolen by Calcaterra. Nothing there, he just dribbled into double coverage. Back the other way, it's a layup. Derek Brown ties it up, or actually gives it a 1-point lead back to the Gators, 25-24. 6:05 to go here in the first half. Christmas just hit from 3. Well, you think about hitting another one. Pretty far out, gives off to Dennis. Dennis to Lawrence to Christmas again. No. Tried to go glass there, couldn't get it to go. Goes out of bounds off of Lawrence, and the Gators will have it. I think Christmas was surprised he was so wide open. Just like, I just hit one. That went well off the mark. Gators will try to add to a 1-point lead. 5:37 to go now in the first half. Ubaja with it out front. 9 on the shot clock. Ubaja into the lane. It's a great double team from the far side. And that's just bad transition offense. It's going to be a foul on Cologne. I think it's going to go against Dennis, I believe. Oh, it's a great job by Peters coming in from the blind side for the steal, but then he throws it away. Take a couple dribbles and give yourself a chance. A.J. Cologne with a couple coming. That's good. They say it happened on the ground, so it's a 1-and-1. He misses the front end. So no points on the board on that possession. They get it into the front court, do the Broncos. Dennis now with it, off to Christmas. Christmas had a little daylight on the baseline, instead elects to bring it back out. Christmas, Lawrence in the corner. From 3, it's short. Well, we talked about how many wide open threes that we might see for the Broncos. That's going to be a foul in transition on Calcaterra, and he will go to the line. It's going to go against Peters. First foul on Nickel Peters. First free throw up and good. Calcaterra shoots it about 83% on the season. Brown will come off. He'll be replaced by Israel Hakeem for San Francisco State. Rebound comes off to Schaefer. Schaefer now, full court pressure being applied by the Gators. Here comes a trap. Sullivan at the high post to Schaefer. They enter it back to Sullivan at the high post, trying to get it around the perimeter. Back to Schaefer. He has a 3 earlier. That one off the back iron. Long rebound to Sullivan. Another possession. This is going to be a foul. 15 foul.
Gators foul called on number 12, Nick Calcaterra. His first personal 15th foul. Returning for San Francisco, number 10.
Sullivan going to come off. Good minutes from him. Track down that last rebound. Wins another possession for the Broncos. 4:22 to go in the first half. Christmas trying to find an opening in this matchup zone. Here's Lawrence, Peters, Christmas inside, good entry, good kick out. Trying to drive the baseline, nothing there. That's a turnover. I mean, unless it's a money pass, that pass is just not going to get there. 26-24 timeout on the floor, 3:58 to go in the first half. You are watching Bronco basketball on the Bronco Sports Network. Well, back and forth we go here. Kellogg Arena. Men's and women's basketball doubleheader. Mike Cepeda with you on tonight's broadcast. Happy you've joined us, everybody. Spread the word. You can go to YouTube on your smartphone or tablet PC. Search Bronco Space Athletics. You can catch this broadcast live. Also archives to YouTube. Right now it's the Gators with a 2-point lead. Looking to add to it. Calcaterra on the baseline. Out to A.J. Colon to Jackson. Jackson reverses it. This is Calcaterra. He has 7. It'll stay at 7. Rebounded by Christmas. It's a good team rebound there for the Broncos. We're back the other way. Christmas will bring it up. He'll slow it up, pick up his dribble, kick out to Peters. Ogundaran off Schaefer. Schaefer back to Ogundaran. He's 0 of 2 from beyond the arc. Great feed inside and just unable to finish point blank is Justin Young. Young had a dunk earlier. Would have liked to see him dunk that one home. Jackson in the lane. Kicks out. Calcaterra from 3. Rims out. Oh, tough break for Calcaterra. That pass intercepted by Ogundaran, and that's going to be a foul going to go against Jackson. That'll be number 2 on Warren Jackson.
Warren Jackson, his second personal, 6th team foul. Returning for the Gators, number 33, Josh Colon.
Goalie Asprey likely going to come on for Jackson for the rest of the half here. So an opportunity for the Broncos to get a little bit of something on the board with the best player arguably for San Francisco State now on the bench for the remaining 3 minutes here in the first half. Christmas holding far side. You got to get this defense moving here versus the matchup zone. Screen a spot. Christmas. Peters. Peters up top. Looking to enter in at the high post. Pretty good coverage. Not a lot of room there. Ogundaran going to have to go to work. 9 on the shot clock. Driving the baseline. Looks like he stepped out. It's going to be a turnover. And it's been a rough go of it here for Jordan Ogundaran. Leading scorer on the season, along with Jeremy Dennis. Colon into Colon. AJ going to work. Terrific find to a cutting Calcaterra, but it's intercepted. That's good work defensively on the inside by Justin Young. Christmas gets a screen from Schaefer. Ogundaran looking inside. Offense very stagnant. Schaefer needs to watch out on those moving screens. Nice job by Peters getting his man in the air. AJ goes past him and Peters puts it in. Ties it up at 26 all. 1:45 to go in the first half. The Broncos hanging around with the number 2 seed in the CCAA. They need a win this week to secure a spot in the playoffs possibly. A.J. Colon with it on the inside, trying to go to work. Terrific defense. Oh, it's a foul. A lot of ball on that one. It's going to go against Justin Young. I thought Young got a lot of ball. Coach Kamansky wanted to travel, and I think there's a case to be made there. Now, the referees have missed a couple of calls here. That's not a shocker. AJ hits on the first free throw. That gives him 5. Sullivan getting ready to check back into the contest. He's been terrific on the boards tonight. He's going to come on for Justin Young, who just picked up his foul. Only his first. The teaching point on the sideline near side is don't bring the hands down. Just make it a tough shot for the offensive player. Sullivan kicks it into the lane. Oh, great feed inside. Schaefer finishes point blank. And a timeout on the floor. Oh, check that. Going to be a timeout called by Paul Trevor. Trevor up in arms right now. We're tied up at 28 apiece. 1:09 to go in the first half. We'll be back. 30-second timeout called by Coach Paul Trevor for San Francisco State after a layup opportunity was converted by the Broncos. Schaefer with a near steal, and he has it. Christmas now back the other way. Not exactly what Coach Paul Trevor wanted out of the timeout. Ogundaran over to Christmas. Christmas already has 1-3. Schaefer looking to set a screen, nothing doing there. Sullivan going to bring it back up to the top. 13 on the shot clock. Peter's going to have to go to work. Here's Christmas. Christmas now with 7 to work. Peters from 3. Bounces off. Colcatera high up for the rebound. Shot clock turned off, and San Francisco State can hold for the last shot here in the first half. That's going to be a block. That should be 2 shots coming. He's on the floor, but it's a double bonus here for the Gators. 14 seconds remaining on the game clock. Aspe, third on the team in free throw percentage, about 87%. You look at a team that's in close games, and they look like they're very well coached defensively, working with a matchup zone. And you have several players that shoot free throws very, very well, and obviously free throws come into play down the stretch in close games. 14 seconds ago, we have a timeout taken by Pomona. We're back in a moment here on the Broncos Sports Network. Second free throw coming from Coley Aspie. Made the first. Misses on the second. That's a good rebound here from Peters coming in from off the line. Christmas will bring it up for the Broncos. 7 on the game clock. Dennis, second leading scorer on the team, will fire from about 30, and he's fouled. It's an easy call to make. If you touch the arm or the hand of the shooter on the shot, the foul is going to get called. And that could maybe be a makeup call from earlier on in the ball game. Late foul called earlier in the ball game on Ogundaran, closing out on one of the Cologne brothers. So Jeremy Dennis ties it up at 29. 2 more shots coming. 0.9 on the game clock. An upset in the making here from Kellogg Arena. Second free throw rattles home.
Into the game for San Francisco, number 33, Josh Cologne.
Final free throw is good. 31-29. After Dennis goes 3 for 3 on the bailout foul by Ubaja. Ubaja just has to be smarter there. That's a tough shot. Gundaran working on Aspe, and Aspe can't get it off before it goes off. And we will go in at the half. 31-29, the Broncos with a 2-point lead on top of the second-ranked team in the conference. Back in a moment There's some halftime stats for you on the Broncos Sports Network. 31-29, the Broncos with a 2-point lead on top of the number 2 ranked team in the conference, the San Francisco State Gators. Leading all scorers here, it's Nick Calcaterra for San Francisco State. Him along with A.J. Colon with 6. Warren Jackson, 4 points. Coley Aspe with 4 as well. And Chifi Ubaja got off to 4 early. Jordan Ogundaran, he's 0 from the field, but he does have 3 from the charity stripe. Chris Sullivan also with 3. He had a triple. Jeremy Dennis with 5. Dylan Lawrence with 5. Nickel Peters with 5. William Christmas with 3. Justin Young with 2. And Riley Schaefer also with 5. So a very game team effort here from the Broncos, and they have a 2-point lead as we speak, and they'll need a win, at least one, either San Francisco State or Sonoma State, homecoming game on Saturday, to advance into the playoffs. About 10 minutes away from the start of the second half. Stay tuned, everybody. The arrow in favor of San Francisco State to start the second half. It's a 2-point lead for the Broncos at home. Final week of the regular season before the playoffs begin. And the Broncos looking to get into those playoffs with a win here. Should be 4 seconds coming off of the shot clock. You got to run off 4 seconds here, so they'll probably just reset the game clock, no? Oh, there we go. Just underway here in the second half, 31-29. Good defense in the half court here by the Broncos. Calcaterra outside. Jackson guarded by O'Gunderin. He goes sans headband here in the second half, and it's a foul. That's a second foul for O'Gunderin closing out. He's going to have to make an adjustment.
His second personal, first team foul of the half.
I don't know if he's trying to sneak in under maybe like a Bruce Bowen, but referees aren't a fan of it. That's a second call, second foul against Jordan. First free throw up and good for Jackson. Second free throw is good. We're all knotted up at 31. Full court pressure on display here. They enter into the front court. It's a good job by the Broncos breaking that press. San Francisco State trying to speed things up, and Cal Poly Pomona not having any of it. Peters with it on the far side. Sullivan, O'Gunderin. Great job swinging it around to Lawrence, wide open from three. Shot is off. It's rebounded by the Gators. Aspe in transition. Ubaja trailing the play. So San Francisco State will slow it down. 15 on the shot clock. Ubaja over to Jackson. Jackson looking to go one-on-one. Crossover, step back. Ooh, nice move, hesitation. Inside, A.J. Colon with the layup. Nifty handle from Warren Jackson. Lawrence. O'Gunderin. William Christmas provided big minutes in the first half. A big reason why Broncos had a 2-point lead at the end of the first half. Dennis from the elbow, that's off. Sullivan with a rebound. Gets his man up in the air. Ubaja commits the foul, and Ubaja lands hard. Let's hope he's okay.
Gators foul called on number 23, Chiefy Ubaja.
Chiefy Ubaja, insult to injury, picks up a foul. Is it going to be on the shot or baseline out of bounds? Okay, so they'll go baseline out of bounds. I'd argue that it was on the shot. Trying to set up a play here. Oh, great find to Lawrence. He comes up and sets a screen and then fakes it, goes back to the 10 and lays it up and ties it up at 33 all. 18:08 to go, just underway here in the second half. Alcantara with it out front. Jackson. Aspe fires from three. It's long. Rebounded by Dennis. Dennis to O'Gunderin. Back to Dennis. Dennis going to bring it up and go into the high post. O'Gunderin directing traffic here. Sullivan goes into the high post. They try to enter it there. No. Here's Peters to Lawrence. Back to Peters. O'Gunderin lost the handle momentarily. Gets it back. Peters with 5 on the shot clock. Going to have to go to work. He turns around. No good. Rebounded by Jackson. A stagnant offensive possession to be sure there for the Broncos. Want to shore that up next time down. We're still tied up at 33 all. They enter into Cologne. AJ going to work. Gives off to Ubaja at the high post. Looking to reverse it. Gives off to Aspe from three. Wide open. Tried to go backboard again. I think he had one in the first half. That's off the mark. Dennis now into the front court for the Broncos. Into the lane. Kicks it out. Lawrence nearly traveled. Looking to go inside. He had Sullivan at the high post. Now they get it to him. Wide open 15-footer. It's off the mark. Calcaterra in transition three. That's good. And Nick Calcaterra makes the Broncos pay in transition as they lose the shooter. Calcaterra now 3 of 6. He's at 50% from beyond the arc. Broncos try to respond on the other end. Good defense inside on Dennis. It's going to be a jump ball. Should stay here.
Substitutions into the game for San Francisco. Number 15, Israel Hakeem, and number 33, Josh Cologne. Returning to the Broncos.
Josh Cologne will come back into the ball game along with Israel Hakeem. Christmas will bring it in for the Broncos. Oh, that's a great job by Sullivan. Coming free. You execute the out-of-bounds play, and you're going to get a couple cheapies. We see one right there. That's back-to-back scores on out-of-bounds plays for the Broncos. Cuts the lead to 1 here for the Gators. Josh Cologne, Calcaterra from 3, back-to-back, no. Rebound fought for and 1, Ogundering. In transition. See if they can score here. Peters gives back to Ogundering. Delayed break, no. Christmas into the lane, gives back to Sullivan at the top of the key. Peters wide open from 3. No, rattles out. That one tapped out of bounds. Should stay here with White, and it does. Timeout on the floor, 36-35, and back and forth we go here from Kellogg Arena. Well, against San Francisco State on the road, it was a loss 679-63. But the story of this one decidedly different, as the Broncos are playing the second-ranked team in the CCAA, very tough here at home. Christmas going to inbound. Oh, Sullivan came free. Christmas kicks it out to Lawrence. Peters, Ogundering looking to drive the baseline. That's got to be a foul. Indeed, that's going to be Cologne.
Number 24, A.J. Cologne. His second personal, second team foul. Substitution in the game for the Gators. Number 10.
Well, you like the attacking mentality here from Ogundering. Can he control it? They work it inside. Here's Sullivan going to work. Post move trying to get a man up in the air. It's blocked by Cologne. Off to Caspi. In transition, Jackson's fouled. Can't get it to go, but he'll be rewarded at the stripe.
Broncos foul. Caller number 5, Chris Sullivan. His first personal, second.
Schaefer had 5 in the first half. He was very instrumental in the run that enabled Cal Poly Pomona to get the lead at the end of the first half. Checks into the ball game. Jackson brings it up top. Gets it back. Aspie from 3. Rims out. The Broncos dodge a bullet there. Can they capitalize on the other end? They trail it by 1. Ogundering drives baseline, tries to give it off. It's stolen. No. Gets it back. Peters over to Schaefer. Got to get a hand up on Schaefer. He can shoot it. Already with a triple here tonight. 15 on the shot clock. Peters comes in, O'Gunderin, Schaefer would like to see a ball fake there. Instead, they go inside to Christmas. It's a jam! Justin Young, his second of the ball game. And the lead back to the Broncos here, 37-36. 14:35 to go. Josh Colon inside. It's stolen by Schaefer. Broncos off to the races. Here comes Christmas. He tries to go up with it, and he's fouled. Well, they're going to say that he's tapped out of bounds. In fact, I thought it went off of Christmas out of bounds, but they'll elect to say it stays with the Broncos. Christmas will inbound. That's just a broken play. They're going to have to reset. Schaefer over to O'Gunderin. Christmas on the baseline. Try to work it up. O'Gunderin enters into the high post to Young. Young, who just had a dunk, taps that out. Tried to tap it to himself. Cologne tracks it down. Jackson turns the corner. Not a lot doing there. Christmas with a great closeout. Aspie into the lane. 14-footer, no good. Rebounded by Christmas. Christmas had an opportunity to push. Delayed break opportunity here for the Broncos. Schaefer now with it. He's double teamed. Swing it far side. Here comes O'Gunderin. Looks off the defender. Schaefer for three and buries it. Timeout, San Francisco State. Biggest lead of the ball game here tonight for Cal Poly Pomona and the Broncos. Looking to start the final week of the regular season with a win. Riley Schaefer with a huge triple. He has 8 on the night, leads all scores for the Broncos. 40-36. Cal Poly Pomona with a 4-point lead. San Francisco State 22-3 on the season. They haven't lost a lot of them. But the Broncos threatening here, the final week of conference play. That pass nearly stolen by Christmas. Great kick out. Aspie from 3 wide open. Hits. And he wanted to foul on Schaefer. Not going to get it. Lead cut to 1 here for the Broncos. O'Gunderin back to Schaefer. I'd like to see Schaefer maybe turn and rise up. O'Gunderin enters into the high post. This is Young. Young working and hitting. That's a fantastic move on Justin Young. Ryan Williams couldn't stop it. 7-footer. Got to play a little bigger down there. Jackson behind the back. Williams going to fire from way downtown off the backboard. No good. Here's Christmas in transition, working with a 3-point lead for the Broncos. Schaefer. Oh, I thought he should have shot that one. Nearly traveled. Here's Peters. He'll try to drive it in, kick it back out. 19 on the shot clock. Peters with it out front on Gunderin to Schaefer, working the baseline. He'll try to reverse it. Goes up top. Peters wide open from 3. Yes, sir! 45-39. $12:14 to go. Broncos got something cooking here at Kellogg Arena. Jackson with it out front. He got away with a push off there. Ball back jumper good. It's a tough shot. Tough no call, too, if you're of the Bronco faithful. Cuts it to a 4-point advantage. Schaefer fires from 3. No, it's long. I like the shot. I like the decision. Just can't get it to go. Jackson brings it up through the leg dribble. Oh, great find inside to Ryan Williams. Cuts the lead to 2. It's a quick 4-0 run. Great response here from the Gators. O'Gunderin. Over to Schaefer, Peters, Christmas on the baseline, inside to Young. Young looking to dunk on somebody. Williams tapped him on the arm, going back up. It's going to be a jump ball, the arrow in favor of San Francisco State. Timeout on the floor, 45-43, and the Broncos clinging to a 2-point lead at home. Back in a moment. $11-10 to go in this one, and the Broncos with a 2-point lead at home against the number 2 team in the CCAA. San Francisco State 15-3 in conference, 22-3 overall. Winners of 8 straight, and the Broncos trying to buck that trend here tonight. And Calcaterra leads all scorers. He's in double digits with 10. Aspe with it right now. He has 7. Off to Jackson. Jackson traveled. He just lost his footing. I wonder if there's a wet spot on the floor. 6th turnover of the ball game for San Francisco State, and the Broncos will take possession. Dennis working methodically against the trap, picks up his dribble. That's a bad spot to pick it up. Luckily, Sullivan right there to bail him out. Sullivan off to Lawrence. Christmas now with it, over to Dennis. Seven on the shot clock. Nothing doing here. Is Schaefer going to rise up? Off to Christmas, 3 on the shot clock, drives the lane. It's blocked, or is that going to be a foul called? Foul called on the shot. Got the ball up top, got the body down low, and 2 free throws coming to William Christmas.
William Christmas at the line, shooting 2.
Christmas hits on the 4th point. Christmas grimacing at the stripe. Looks like he was hit where you don't want to be hit. Second free throw, high arcer is good. Christmas calls. For substitution, O'Gunderin back into the ballgame. O'Gunderin led the last time out with 14 points for the Broncos. Relatively quiet here tonight. Jackson gets away with another turnover. Aspe drives the lane, goes up off the glass. It's going to be a foul, probably going to go down low. Is that on the shot?
Broncos foul, called on number 1,
wow.
Jordan O'Gunderin. His 3rd.
That's going to go against O'Gunderin. That's his 3rd.
How do you call that from behind? He already shot the ball.
That's the 3rd time on a closeout that O'Gunderin's been called for the foul. I mean, if they It's Greg Kamansky irate over here, and he's got a point. All three of his shots, or all three of his fouls that come on shots after the shot. If you're going to call them, they should be on the floor. But the referees have allowed some cheap ones from the stripe for San Francisco State. Second free throw coming from Aspe, and it's good. Got the lead to 2, 47-45. Broncos still clinging to a bucket lead. Sullivan comes up, takes control. Lawrence from 3. No, off the mark. Schaefer battling for the rebound. Going to win another possession. No, it's going to be a jump ball probably. A steal. Williams comes away with it. Jackson Ogundaran. Oh, it's just helter-skelter ball here. Let's see if San Francisco State can come away with. Well, they're going to get a foul called in their favor. Not on the shot. It'll be baseline out of bounds. You love the energy in transition, though. Cal Poly easily could have went away and relinquished the layup, but they battle back. Gators still with possession after the foul call. Non-shooting foul. Calcaterra from 3 is short. Maybe a little bit too much beyond his range. That was Steph Curry-esque. In reference to the range, not the result. Dennis now with it for the Broncos on this side. Schaefer, Sullivan, back to Dennis. Like to see a screen at the high post. Get in front of somebody. Ogundaran drives the lane. Kicks in at Sullivan. That's going to be a foul. 4th team foul. Both teams with 4 team fouls.
Gator foul on number 44, Ryan Williams. His first personal, 4th team foul.
First foul on Ryan Williams. Dennis going to bring the ball in. He'll inbound to Schaefer. Guarded by Ubaja. Ogundaran gets away with a travel on the far side. Ogundaran with it now. 21 on the shot clock. Plenty of time to operate. He enters into the lane. Dennis from 3. It's off. Ryan Williams taps it out, but right to Schaefer. New possession here for Cal Poly. Under 9 to go. It's a 2-point lead for the Broncos. Dennis will try another one. Yes! Jeremy Dennis converts on the triple out to a 5-point lead now. Second largest lead tonight for Cal Poly Pomona. Oh, Jackson, you can't leave him wide open. Tries to respond. That one well off the mark. That pass getting away. Oh, transition opportunity. Lawrence with the jam. Dalen Lawrence with the stuff. 52-45. Largest lead tonight for the Broncos, and they can smell it here at Kellogg Arena. Stay tuned. After the jam from Dalen Lawrence, he now has 9 points. That leads the way for the Broncos. Jeremy Dennis with 8. Nickel Peters with 8. Riley Schaefer with 8. 8:24 to go. It's 52-45. And the Gators reeling on the road here. Winners of 8 straight, but they've come out flat offensively. Doesn't exactly strike me as a team that's only lost 3 games on the season. Ubaja kicks it out. That should have been a charge. Great closeout on the 3. That one's off. Williams trying to win the possession, but he can't. It goes out of bounds back to the Broncos. Sullivan did a great job stepping in there to take the potential charge, but the call wasn't made. Dennis off to Ogundaran. Ogundaran, Lawrence, back to Ogundaran. Here's Dennis. Good job working the ball around the perimeter. Nobody in the passing lanes with the matchup zone here. Sullivan at the high post, fires from 17. That's off. Ogundaran tracks down the rebound. He's fouled by Williams. Second foul on Williams. He'll come off. He'll be replaced by A.J. Colon. Calcaterra back into the ball game. A little bit more offensive firepower here for San Francisco State. Enter into Ogundaran. Fresh shot clock. Like to see a pass fake here. Shift the defense over. Peters, Dennis, Lawrence from 3, wide open, it's short. Rattles off of the rim, comes off to Ubaja. Ubaja now in transition. Nowhere to go, that's fantastic transition defense from the Broncos. Aspe to the rack, can't get anything going, it's rebounded by Colon, out of bounds, off of the Gators, back to the Broncos now. 7:10 to go with a 7-point lead.
Substitutions returning for Cal Poly, number 0, William Christmas, and number 23, Justin Young.
Justin Young back into the ball game. Ogundaran will come off along with Sullivan. So it's Lawrence, Young, Peters, Christmas, and Dennis out on the floor here for the Broncos. That pass nearly stolen. Jackson was hugging Christmas, no call made. Under 7 to go. Screen there from Young at the top of the key on Dennis's man. Dennis, we're still working on Aspe. He's going to fire from 3. Feeling it! Jeremy Dennis' second triple in the second half. Out to a double-digit lead for the Broncos. Colon in the mid-post, trying to go to work, nothing there. Got to move it around. Here's Aspe from 3. That's short. Rebound, foul 4-1 by the Broncos. Nice job by Dennis tapping that out to Christmas. Off to the races. Lawrence, Peters, thought about it from 3. He'll slow it up. Dennis drives the lane. Point blank at the bucket, loses it. That's going to be a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Stay here.
Returning for the Gators, number 33, Josh Colon. And in for Cal Poly, number 5.
Sullivan back into the ball game. He'll come on for Jeremy Dennis, who just hit that 3 to get it out to a 10-point lead. Christmas will inbound the basketball. Looking for Lawrence off of a pick from Sullivan. Nothing there, and the Broncos will reset. Christmas turns the corner. Tries to rise up. Nothing there. Peters from 3. No. Rebound, foul 4-1 by Jackson. Jackson the other way. Has it stolen by Peters in transition. The Broncos with numbers. Lawrence tries to lean. Oh, he lost it. It's going to be a foul. Young and Colon get into it. Watch out. Just a foul on Young. 15 foul.
Returning for the Broncos, number 1, Jordan Ogundaran.
Great minutes from Dalen Lawrence. He'll come off. He'll be spelled for by Ogundaran. Back into the ball game. Ogundaran, Christmas. Peters, Young. They enter in at the high post, the mid post rather, to Jash. Where's the foul? If anything, that's an offensive foul. You have the off arm holding the defender. Third personal on Young.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
They enter into Jackson. Jackson gets past the defender out to Josh Cologne from 3, and the big man can absolutely shoot the basketball. Connects from deep. Gets it down to a 7-point lead. Last guy you want shooting it from out there. He's got 6. O'Gunderin on the outside. Over to Christmas. Sullivan. Back to Christmas. O'Gunderin. No, where's the spacing, guys? Nothing doing. You got to get in front of a man. O'Gunderin drives the lane, trying to make a play. Christmas from 3. That's off. Great box out by Cologne. Here we go. Jackson lays it up and lays it in. Do you think about maybe calling a timeout? No, you're going to bring in Schaefer. Schaefer's been huge tonight for the Broncos, especially in stabilizing the offense and providing for another shooter. Sullivan holding near side. Go off to Peters. Enter at the high post. This is Young. Young trying to go to work. Peters. Sullivan inside. Shot is up. It's good. And 1. Nickel Peters. And check that. Sullivan on the score.
Gators foul called on number 33, Josh Cologne. His first personal 16th.
So Chris Sullivan on the make. I had a referee in the way of the number. They both have the same, but that's okay. It's not a bad look. Back to a 7-point advantage. Sullivan can make it 8 right here. 4:13 to go. Broncos trying to knock off the 2nd seed in the CCAA. Missed opportunity there for Sullivan. Aspie will bring it up. That's a travel. Calcaterra gets away with one there, and they finally call it on Aspie. I don't know if Aspie traveled, but Calcaterra for sure did. Under 4 to go, 3:56 in fact to go. 7-point lead back to the Broncos, and we'll be back in a moment here on the Broncos Sports Network. Well, you look at the stats here tonight. San Francisco State shooting about 39% from the field. They're 16 of 41. Cal Poly Pomona shooting about 40% from the field. They're 20 of 49. Where's the difference? It's been the rebounding edge, 33 to 25 in favor of the Broncos. And the Broncos decidedly the smaller team, but going to work on both ends of the backboards. Broncos with the lead and the possession. Not anymore. It's a turnover. Aspie might have traveled again. Cologne has it blocked up top by Sullivan. Gets it back, goes up, and 1. That's just a tough set of circumstances there for Sullivan. 3rd personal on Sullivan. And Cologne an opportunity to get it down to 4. We talked about in tight games, free throw shooting will be a key, and Cologne converts. Cologne now 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. Christmas to O'Gunderin. Jordan looking for a screen from Sullivan. Off to Christmas. Schaefer screens on Jackson. Christmas gives it off to Peters. Back to O'Gunderin. Sullivan at the high post trying to go to work. Working on a smaller man. And Calcaterra, and Sullivan scores. Jackson open in the in the corner for three, and that's another foul. That's the fourth called foul on the shot. That looked like it was maybe after the shot.
Jackson to the line, shooting three.
Jackson good on the first. So 3 free throws for Jackson. Second free throw also good. Cuts it to 4, and this one can cut it to a one-possession game right here. Jackson being heckled by the crowd. Nothing malicious. It's a fun group over here at Kellogg Arena. 59-56 down the stretch we come. Sullivan in the high post off to Peters. O'Gunderin over to Christmas. Christmas gets a screen from Schaefer, who peels back. Tries to set up from three. Good cut in by O'Gunderin. Sullivan wide open at the high post, and he buries it. So Sullivan up to 9 points on the ball game. Back to a 5-point lead. Oh, Aspie wide open from three, and he hits. Well, that's somebody you can't leave wide open, especially from beyond the arc. Timeout, Broncos. Aspie shoots it almost 47% from three on the year. The last guy you want to leave open, and he makes the Broncos pay. Cuts it to 2, 30-second timeout on the floor. 61-59, 2:12 to go. Don't go anywhere. So the Broncos with a 2-point lead, 2:10 to go. O'Gunderin off to Christmas. Back to O'Gunderin. He's going to get a pick from Sullivan here at the high post. Broncos going to have to hit some shots here down the stretch. Sullivan flashes in the high post. Peters near side. Step back jumper, no good. Calcaterra with a rebound. An opportunity here to tie or take the lead here for San Francisco State. The Gators have climbed back into this one. They trailed it by as many as 11. Calcaterra off to Jackson. Jackson driving the lane. Aspie from three, wide open again. Oh, wow. They get away with one there. It's tapped out by Jackson, high up for the rebound. Somebody's got to get a hand up on Aspie. Cologne loses it inside. It comes to Calcaterra. He tries to get it up on the wing, tries to get a foul call. He's not going to get it. Trying to flail his arms and sell the call. That's a good no call by the referees. 1:05 to go. It's a 2-point lead for Cal Poly.
1 minute remaining in the second half.
Final minute. Bucket right here be huge for the Broncos. Schaefer, that's an offensive foul. He leaned into him. We had a great look of it right here. Wow, wish I had the replay for you. Lawrence will come off, or Lawrence will come on rather, for Schaefer. Second personal on Riley. Now a timeout is going to be taken by San Francisco State. Full timeout variety, 48 seconds to go. We got a good one here at Kellogg. What a ball game here. Final week of the regular season in CCAA play. It's San Francisco State 22-3 on the season, 15-3 in conference. They've wrapped up a spot in the playoffs. The Broncos trying to do that right here with a win. A huge win it would be. Josh Colon has it up top. Calcaterra, 10 on the shot clock. The defense is extended just a little bit in this set. Colon up on the glass, no good. Rebound fought for and one. And Colon had an opportunity to tie it up. It's just off the mark, and it's a quick foul. Fourth foul on A.J. Colon. And Christmas will go to the line.
Shooting 1-1.
1-1. Huge free throws for William Christmas. Only 60% on the season. And man, that is clutch. 60% on the season from the stripe. And he hits on the front end of a 1-1 with 18 seconds to go. Out to a three-point lead. Can he make it four? He does. Back-to-back makes at the stripe for Christmas. It's Christmas in late February with 18 seconds to go. We'll be back in a moment. Well, you want the defense to be good, but not too overzealous. You don't want to get up into the body, but you want to make them work the ball around and make a tough shot. Will they elect to go for the quick two? No. Aspie nearly got away with the travel, puts one up, no good. And it goes out of bounds, under 10 seconds to go, and the Broncos with a hammer lock on this one. They foul Ogundaran right away with 8.8 left on the game clock.
His second personal, 8th team foul. Jordan Ogundaran at the line, shooting 1-1.
Peters, lucky he didn't pick up a foul on that last play versus Aspie on the three-point attempt. But he clipped his feet. They've been calling that all night. Luckily, they don't call it on that possession. First free throw up and good on the front end for Ogundaran. Second free throw also good. This one likely in the bag. Aspie, the turnover late. That will do it. Your final score, the Broncos 65, San Francisco State 59. 8-game winning streak over for the Gators, and the Broncos likely just sewed up a spot in the CCCAA playoffs starting next week. Back in a moment with a recap of stats for tonight's action. An exciting game down the stretch here from Kellogg Arena as the Broncos come away the victors 65-59. And just the fourth loss on the season for the San Francisco State Gators. Leading the way all scores, Warren Jackson, as we said at the top of the broadcast, in the conversation for Conference Player of the Year. He had 13. A.J. Colon with 11. Cole Aspe had 12 points. Nick Calcaterra with 10. Chifi Ubaja with 4. And Jash Colon had 5. Derek Brown with 2. Ryan Williams also with a couple. For the Broncos, Jordan Ogundaran, only 5 points. He had 14 points the last time these two teams met in a loss up at San Francisco State. But they'll take the win. 5 points, but also 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Didn't have 4 turnovers. Chris Sullivan, 11 points, 5 rebounds. Jeremy Dennis, 11 points, 3 rebounds. Dalen Lawrence was huge, was just huge tonight. He had some really big buckets in some spots. Finishes with 9 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal. Nickel Peters, 8 points, 2 rebounds. 7 points and 9 rebounds for William Christmas off the bench. 6 points for Justin Young and 8 points from Riley Schaefer. And I got to tell you, 8 points and 3 rebounds, couple of assists for Riley, 2 big three-pointers to really set the tone, and he did a great job of facilitating not only the offense but the defense. And what a gutsy team win here for the Broncos tonight from Kellogg. That'll wrap it up for our coverage here on the Broncos Athletics Network. Join us on Saturday, homecoming game versus Sonoma State. Same time on Saturday. We'll see you then.